In the end, all we are is our story. What is your story, and what do you want it to say about your life? I'm Ann C.K. Nickel, a living, walking miracle who is on a mission to transform 1 million lives, one story at a time. Help me reach my big, audacious goal by joining me each week as we discuss all things story. Welcome to the Story Shepherd Podcast. Hello, everyone. It's a new, beautiful day. This is Ann C.K. Nickel, the Story Shepherd, living life on the upside and sending blessings to you all for a wonderful new week full of possibilities. Change is inevitable. At times, it can be frightening and even intimidating. It's that fear of the unknown, wondering what is waiting for you on the other side of that change. But change can also be exciting and encouraging, with something new and wonderful waiting for you right around the next bend. Most of the time, the outcome of that change depends on your attitude and your approach to it. So it's important to learn how to embrace change, to adapt, learn, and grow. Some of us are stubborn, and it can be difficult, but here are 10 ways you can learn how to embrace change. 1, develop a growth mindset. Do you believe your abilities and intelligence are fixed traits? Or do you believe your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and effort? If you believe they are fixed, then you have a fixed mindset. If that's you, start by acknowledging that and challenge those negative beliefs and any negative self-talk. You can start slow by adding the word yet to your vocabulary. Instead of saying, I can't do that, say, I can't do that yet. This simple shift in language acknowledges that your abilities can improve over time with effort and practice. Adopt a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. And embrace the belief that you can learn and adapt to new situations. Success starts with believing you can. 2, be flexible. Be open to new ideas, perspectives, and ways of doing things. Don't be stubborn and stuck doing things the same way every time, believing there is only one way. You've probably heard the saying, if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. That became a quote for a reason. Sometimes stubbornness is a good quality, but sometimes it holds you back. Flexibility allows you to adjust to change more easily and find creative solutions to problems. When I filed for divorce, I started looking for a new home in the usual places, but then discovered that rental prices were much higher than I expected. I was nervous and a little scared, but I stayed flexible and I started looking for a home to buy. When the homes in my area were too expensive for a newly single woman with a new business, I had to be flexible again and expand my search area. I finally found an adorable historic home in a small town an hour and a half away from everything I knew. But I fell in love with that home, and it was the perfect place to gain my independence. It taught me the value of staying flexible. 3, embrace discomfort. Change often involves stepping outside of your comfort zone. When I bought that house in a small town far away from my friends, I definitely stepped outside of my comfort zone. But when I did, I met new friends, discovered some new fun places, and I had some new adventures. Embrace discomfort as a sign of growth and progress rather than a reason to run away. 4. Embrace curiosity. Approach change with a curious mindset, eager to explore new possibilities and learn from new experiences. Have you ever been curious about how something works? Have you asked how, searched for the answers, and then tried it yourself? I have. I do it all the time. Because of that, I learned how to sublimate and make my own shirts. I learned how to make fun jewelry. I learned how to build things and how to drive an 18-wheeler. Yeah, you heard that right. I drove a big rig. Do I still drive a big rig? No, but I'm glad I learned. Curiosity expands our knowledge by pushing us to ask questions and then seek understanding. It fosters creativity by stimulating our imagination and inspiring innovative thinking. It promotes lifelong learning. So stay curious about how the changes unfolding around you can enrich your life. 5. Focus on what you can control. Instead of dwelling on things beyond your control, concentrate on the aspects of the situation that you can influence. After I survived the incident that almost took my life and my leg, I still faced some big changes. I had no feeling in my leg and foot. I needed a walker or a wheelchair to get around, and I had 2 huge wounds on my leg. The surgeon told me it would be difficult learning how to walk again and that I would probably be a gimp the rest of my life. He also told me the wounds would not heal on their own and that I would need skin graft plastic surgery. That news was overwhelming, and I could have given in to the fear. But I decided to focus on what I could control. First, I prayed, and I thanked God for blessing me with 2 miracles. I then focused on learning how to walk, and I took it literally 1 step at a time. The first task seemed simple, learning how to use the walker to get back and forth to the bathroom. From there, I managed to hobble from the bedroom to the living room. Then I started physical therapy, and I graduated from the walker to a cane. Finally, I learned how to walk on my own. I also focused on wound care, learning how to clean the wounds and change the dressings so that they would heal. In the beginning, the dressings had to be changed every few hours. As they started to heal, I had to change them less frequently. And after 7 long months, my wounds healed on their own without surgery. I couldn't control everything, like the cost of wound care supplies or when I would regain feeling in my leg and foot, so I focused on what I could control. That made me feel strong instead of helpless, and it made that life change so much easier. Focusing on what you can control empowers you to take action and make positive changes. 6. Seek support. Sometimes the emotions that accompany big change make us retreat into ourselves. Sometimes we believe we need to go through it alone to prove that we're strong. But going through change is when we most need our community. Navigating the choppy waters of a divorce is challenging, but my family and friends helped me through with prayers, love, laughter, and adventure. And during 18 months of hospital visits and recuperation, my loved ones supported me with prayers, cards, flowers, balloons, phone calls, visits, hugs, hands to hold, and shoulders to cry on. I didn't just survive. I thrived because of my faith and their love. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family members, or colleagues who can provide encouragement advice, and assistance as you navigate your way through change. 7. Set goals and take action. Define clear goals for yourself and take proactive steps towards achieving them, even if progress feels slow or uncertain. When I started physical therapy 2 months after the incident that almost took my leg, I was using a walker. The therapist told me I could learn to walk again with no feeling in my foot, but that it wouldn't be easy and it would take some time. I wanted to walk, even with a cane, at an upcoming event. I put that date on my calendar and informed the physical therapist that I needed to walk by that date. I think they thought I was a little crazy, but I told them I would do all I could to make it happen. And 6 weeks later, I graduated from the walker to a cane, and I walked into that event. Having that clear goal pushed me to accomplish that big task. Having an objective and even a target date can help you stay motivated and focused during times of change. 8. Find meaning and purpose. Connect with the deeper meaning or purpose behind the changes you're experiencing. After my divorce, I knew I wanted to help other women in some way, but I wasn't quite sure how. After surviving the incident and being blessed with 2 miracles, I found meaning in the struggle and the overcoming, followed my passion, and I discovered my purpose. It was the toughest thing I've ever faced, but it changed me in important ways. Whether it's personal growth, career advancement, or contributing to a larger cause, finding meaning in change can provide you with a sense of direction and motivation. 9. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge and celebrate even small victories along the way. After my divorce, I bought my own home for the first time. It felt amazing knowing I did that on my own, and I celebrated with friends and family, and I hosted Christmas that year. While I was recuperating from the incident, I celebrated each movement in my leg and foot. I celebrated ditching the walker, and I celebrated when I could walk on my own without any aid. And I rang the bell at wound care when my wounds finally healed. As life continues to change, I celebrate every victory. Recognizing your progress can boost your confidence and motivation to continue embracing change. 10. Reflect and learn. Take time to reflect on past experiences of change and what you've learned from them. I've learned something from every change in my life, from moving to Texas to California and back to Texas. I learned a lot from starting my first business and learned even more starting the second one. I learned a lot about my inner strength going through a divorce, and I learned that I am a warrior after overcoming all of the challenges I faced after the incident. Through it all, I learned that gratitude and attitude are 2 of the most important factors that lead to success. Reflecting on your resilience and ability to adapt in the past can boost your confidence and remind you of your capacity to navigate through current changes successfully. Change is inevitable, but by embracing change, you can cultivate a mindset of flexibility, resilience, and openness, enabling you to thrive in an ever-changing world. Learning how to embrace change leads to more success, and it will help you build the beautiful life you deserve. Thank you for joining me today on the Story Shepherd podcast. Keep creating your epic life story movie, and please join me next time as we continue transforming lives one story at a time.